Hi, my name is Shay Barefield. We're in Germantown, Nashville, Tennessee, in these gorgeous lofts. We're talking to Traci Samelson today. You've probably never heard her name, and you've probably never heard her play. But what you're in for is a treat. I can guarantee you will fall in love. So let's sit down and hear a little bit about her story because it is inspiring. Thanks so much for meeting with me today. Did you always want to be a singer? Did you always want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always. When I sang in front, I was in front of the church, of course, and I sang in front of that many people. I had sung Amazing Grace a couple times, and people would be very moved by it, and that was when I went, I do have a little something.
Yeah.
You know, and I enjoyed it, and then I wanted to give it to everybody. I wanted to sing whenever I could, in front of whoever I could, whenever I could.
What keeps you dreaming?
Every day I wake up, I know that I can play and sing and I can move people when I do it. And if you took it away from me, I'd just be a walking empty shell, I think.
So there's no plan B?
No.
Love it. Love that there is no plan B.
No. But he told me I'm free to go.
My name is Shay Barefield with WBTV, and we're here today in Nashville, Tennessee, where so many people come to pursue their dreams. We have the best of the best, the biggest fish from the smallest ponds, all converge here in Nashville to pursue their dreams of being musicians known worldwide. Today we're going to take a behind-the-scenes look at some of today's greatest singer-songwriters that are yet to be discovered. Good day, this is Shay Barefield reporting live with WBTV. I'm interviewing the lovely Jennifer Schott, who is a musician, a singer-songwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee. Jennifer, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
Do you feel like this is something that you were naturally gifted with, or did you have to learn how to be a musician? Like, how old were you when you wrote your first song?
Well, I think my parents say I was 2.5. It was like a 3-line song, but I actually have it on a recording, and I always thought it was something that they had taught me, but they said I made it up. So I don't know. But
did
parents,
you come from a family of musicians?
Yes.
Okay.
Dad and mom is a flutist, and
wow.
Every summer they would be in the orchestra pit for the musical theater, the community or university.
So the
theater.
answer is it is in her blood.
Yeah, it was meant to be. Isn't that life? Isn't it right when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel? Think you're in trouble, then the sun comes bursting through. Isn't it good when you can look at the steps that you took and it all worked out just right? Isn't that life? Oh,
Do you remember the first time you heard one of your songs performed by somebody well known?
yes.
Take us to that moment and tell us what song it was.
Yes, it was a song called Feel My Way to You, and I was in LA with a friend driving down the street, and we turned the radio on and the song came on.
Are you kidding me?
And we just screamed, we were like, oh my gosh, it was just we celebrated, we stopped and had a moment to just celebrate, because it was really the coolest thing, and especially even being outside of my own town, being in LA and turn on the radio and there it is. I mean,
so
it was
big time.
It was really, really cool.
My name is Shay Barefield with WBTV, live in the recording studios with Heather Morgan, a beautiful singer-songwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee. Heather, thank you so much for being with us today.
Very welcome.
Largely what you guys do, it seems to live in the intangible world. It lives in ether. So when you hear someone's voice laying down something that you created out of your own soul, from your own thoughts and your emotions, I mean, that must be just majestic, seriously.
It really
I
is.
feel you on that.
It really is, and it's just amazing to hear somebody, to think how they connect with it, that it spoke large enough to get their attention enough where something in them said, I have to have that song.
There's a man on his phone, sounds like he's talking to his wife. Then a young man smiles at me and asks for the time. And I'm just standing there, trying not to cry, trying not to break down. There's no place to hide. Everything is spinning round. Maybe they won't see that I'm dying inside. If I don't look anyone straight in the eyes, I'll be just another girl with groceries to buy here on aisle 5.
Megan, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I want people to get to know your story and who you are as an artist. I'm going to start in the beginning, where it all starts.
In high school, I remember being in voice lessons one day, and it was my very first voice lesson with this particular teacher. It was my very first voice lesson with him, and I remember singing and just feeling so comfortable and thinking, you know what? I don't know how it's going to be possible, but this is going to be my life. This is what I'm supposed to do, and I don't know
Amen.
how I'm going to do it, how it's even possible to make money doing this, who you call to get a job, who sends your paychecks.
Right, because it's not
a magic fairy on the cloud. No.
Right.
When I started college, I was just like the deer in the headlights. Oh my God, what is this? What
Did
does
you
this
feel like
mean?
everybody else was talented except for you?
Oh, totally. I felt so far behind the curve, and like, what am I doing here? Are you kidding me? Like, I just want to be a singer, and and that's what got me started writing. So really, it was that journey.
When you're holding me, when you're touching me, show me, tell me what I need to hear. Make these questions, make them disappear. What do you want? What do you need? What do you feel? Looking at the future, do you see me?
I could make people feel things.
Yes.
And to learning to read music, to starting to sing, and realizing that I had something raw there that could be developed and worked with, and getting to college, and then really becoming fascinated with writing and getting to tell that story, and using the tools that I had so far gained, and wanting to be as well versed and as complete of a package as I could. And I'm still not even remotely where I want to be, but it's a journey. I wanted to play the drums, and I told my band teacher, and she told me that girls didn't play the drums, and I was like, oh, you're gonna get it.
Oh, you don't even know.
Nasty woman. Write that down.
Right.
Vendetta.
Yeah.
Note to self: when you're home tonight, make a voodoo doll. Buy pins.
Yeah.
Lock it.